We have some good news for Greater Cleveland when it comes to the state's public health advisory system. Today, Governor DeWine announced Cuyahoga County moved from level 3, or red, to level 2, we're in the orange. And that wasn't the only big announcement. Andrew Horansky has more on what's next.
Finally, Ohio senior and adult daycare centers set to reopen Monday, September 21st, but with rules. Residents and staff must have regular saliva tests for COVID, which they'll get for free.
We'll have more information about that as we move forward. But again, I have a caution. It's our goal to open on that date to allow everybody to open, but we're going to continue to monitor the facts.
As some counties appear to be improving. Today, Cuyahoga among 7 taken off the state's red list, while Erie, Trumbull, and for the first time Lorain were in red. The governor blaming the last one on social situations before switching gears to talk about gun violence, which has killed 17 people since August 14th, including a girl from Akron.
Little Michaela Pickett, 8-year-old girl killed in Akron. Will never graduate from high school, never walk down the aisle, never know the joy of being a parent.
DeWine now pushing a bill to toughen penalties for those who abuse gun ownership. Also addressing today the president's Goodyear tweet that called for a boycott of the company's tires.
We should not boycott this good company with good Ohio workers who are doing a good job and making a good product. I don't think we know all the facts.
As he shared what could be promising for employers and employees alike, that he'll ask Ohio's Department of Workers' Compensation to send up to $1.5 billion in another round of dividend payments to employers. If approved, checks could arrive as soon as October. While he did not announce his plan as expected for resuming performing arts in schools and communities, he said his office will have an answer Friday, likely in a release. The governor's next news conference is scheduled for Tuesday at 2. I'm Andrew Horansky, 3 News.